In 1823, deep in the untamed wilderness of North America, a man faced something that should have killed him within minutes. His name was Hugh Glass, and what happened to him would become one of the most brutal and unbelievable survival stories ever recorded. At the time, Glass was part of a fur trading expedition led by General William Henry Ashley. The group was traveling through what is now South Dakota, a land of dense forests, open plains, and constant danger. There were no roads, no hospitals, no help. Every step into the wilderness meant risking your life. One morning, Glass wandered away from the group to scout the area. The forest was quiet, too quiet. And then, it happened. A massive grizzly bear emerged from the trees. She wasn't alone. She had cubs. And in the wild, nothing is more dangerous than a mother protecting her young. Before Glass could react, the bear charged. It hit him with enormous force, knocking him to the ground. Its claws tore into his back. Its jaws crushed into his shoulder. Glass fought back with everything he had. He stabbed the bear again and again, but it wasn't enough. The attack lasted minutes, but felt like forever. By the time the bear finally left, Glass was barely alive. His body was destroyed. His ribs were broken. His back was ripped open. His throat was badly wounded. When the men from his group found him, they were certain of one thing: he was going to die. There was no way anyone could survive injuries like that. They built a crude stretcher and carried him for days. But the journey was too slow. The group could not afford to wait. So they made a decision. 2 men would stay behind with Glass until he died. Their names were John Fitzgerald and a young man named Jim Bridger. At first, they waited. They watched him breathe, slowly, painfully. But days passed, and he did not die. Food was running low, danger was everywhere. So they made a choice that would haunt them forever. They took Glass's rifle, his knife, and his supplies, and they left him alone, broken, helpless, left to die in the wilderness. But Hugh Glass did not die. Hours later, he opened his eyes. He couldn't move, he couldn't stand. Every breath felt like fire, but he was alive. And in that moment, he made a decision. He would not die here, no matter what it took. Glass began to crawl, inch by inch, across His wounds were open, his bones were broken, and yet, he kept moving. He drank from rivers. He ate berries, roots, anything he could find. Sometimes, raw meat. To prevent infection. He did something unthinkable. He allowed maggots to eat the dead flesh from his wounds. Because in the wilderness, survival comes before everything. Days turned into weeks. The pain never stopped. The hunger never left. But neither did his will to live. Glass used the sun to guide his direction. He followed rivers, hoping they would lead to people. He crawled through forests, crossed freezing waters, endured storms. Every moment could have been his last. But still, he moved forward. After weeks of crawling, something changed. He began to heal, slowly, painfully. His body started to recover. He could move more. He could survive longer. And finally, after nearly 6 weeks, and over 300 kilometers, he saw something in the distance. A trading post, civilization, life. Against all odds, Hugh Glass had survived. The man who was left to die refused to die. But his story did not end there. Glass wanted justice. He set out to find the men who had abandoned him. When he finally found them, something unexpected happened. He chose not to take revenge, because survival had changed him. He had already won the greatest battle of all. The battle to stay alive. Hugh Glass's story became legend. A reminder that the human body can break, but the human will can endure almost anything.